Hey you guys, I am back with a book review, and as you guys see, I'm reviewing the book, The Calm to His Savage, and it's by Latisha, right? So listen, this book from the very beginning had me so it's an urban fiction book. It had me laughing, had me giggling, right? Because there's some parts in it where it's just like, all right now, whatever. So there's two sisters, right? So you got Charisma and you got Jaya, right? Let me sit here and give y'all Jaya's full name before I sit here and even get started. But so you have Charisma, and I believe her name is Ajaya. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. It is. So it's Charisma and it's Ajaya, right? And from the beginning, you could tell the sisters are kind of like nothing alike. At least that's what it seems like in the beginning. It seems like Charisma is the more wild one. It seems like Ajaya is the more kind of reserved one. The thing is though, so Jaya, she's a stripper, right? But she's only stripping so she could get herself through college, so she could pay for her tuition, be able to help her family. She's doing it for a reason. So she's like, this is what I'm doing for now, but this is not gonna be what I'm doing for the rest of my life type of thing. So as far as Charisma goes, the streets have kind of labeled Charisma as kind of like a hoe, kind of like she gets around. And it bothers her so much because it's who wants to kind of be labeled as that? Who wants to be seen as that? So her sister and her mom very clearly see her in that way, because that's all that they feel like they've heard about her. So they kind of treat her different. And from the beginning, I kind of felt bad for Charisma, because I'm to me, regardless of what your sibling or whatever is doing, I don't think that means you should kind of toot your nose up to them. And that's kind of how I felt Jaya was being at first to Charisma. I felt like Jaya was kind of oh, well, at least I just sit here and shake my ass and I don't sit here and let people touch me. And it's just listen, okay, so maybe I should give some background. Jaya is 23. Charisma is 20. So my sister is 7 years younger than me. So maybe that's why I don't know. But it's to me, it's she's 20. Are you grown at 20? No. Do you think you're grown at 20? Yes. But it's just you can't nitpick to an extent. You can't sit here and nitpick with your siblings just because they're not exactly what you want them to be. And there was even another part further in the book where it's Jay was sitting here saying oh, even though I'm only 23, I have less bodies than Charisma. What does that have to do with anything? That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Why are you comparing yourself to Charisma? Just say you ain't slept with that many people. Just say you only done slept with 2-3 people and keep it moving. Don't be trying to come for Charisma, because that's not necessary. You don't need to sit here and compare yourself to her and try and put her down to try and make you look better. That's not what we gonna be doing. But then it seemed like they kind of sort of they had a bonding moment, right? Where they started to get a little bit closer. So I stopped giving a Jade a little side eye. So there's a point in the book, right, where basically Charisma comes out and she lets her family know, look, I've been talking to this guy. I've been interested in this guy. We're not official. I can't tell you guys who it is, but I care about this person, right? So who she's referring to is Clips. Now, Clips is very he's in the streets. He's sitting here, he's doing what he's doing. He sells drugs kind of high end. I'm not even gonna say here and there, because that's not even it's not here and there at this point. He's kind of on the higher end. And his cousin Frenzy, right? Frenzy, you can tell that Frenzy gives off this I'm an asshole vibe, and I don't mind that I'm an asshole. I don't mind if you think that I'm standoffish. He just gives off that vibe. And it's I think part of the reason too why some people give off that vibe is they don't want to be seen as a pretty boy, because for him that's not what he is. Is he as street and as in the streets as Clips is directly? No, he's not. Does he have kind of more influence in the streets than Clips does? He kind of does. So it's just he likes to stay low key, whereas Clips and Clips' friend Jock, they're kind of loud and kind of obnoxious with their money and stuff. There was a part in the book where he was sitting here saying how Jock has this car. I think it was it was like some kind of an orange car, and it was like candy painted, and it like had rims on it, 24s on it and everything. And it's like when Frenzy saw it, he was just like, I don't get why we have to be this loud with our money. Like, why do you have to be so loud about it? Like, that's not his style. But he's like, you know what, I respect it. But while Charisma and Charisma and Clips, they got their little thing going on, right? And it's like, as far as Frenzy goes, Frenzy's kind of the opposite of his cousin, where his cousin and his cousin's friends like to spend money on women, and they like to go out and drink and have a good time. Frenzy's more so on the end where he's like, you know what? If it's not about making money, I'm not interested. If I'm not making money from sitting here going to a club or going and doing this or going and doing that, Frenzy's not interested in it. And that's respectable, because some people, they're really about their money, and that's how Frenzy is. He owns businesses. He has barbershops, I believe. He has restaurants that he has going on. I believe that he has like boutiques that he has going on. So it's like Frenzy doesn't play. If he's investing his money in something, it's because he knows it's going to go somewhere. And it's like he has it made. The only thing, if you feel like he has something missing, the only thing that he has missing is, it's like, why don't you have a special someone in your life? Why don't you have a special lady in your life, right? And it's like Jack and Clips very clearly tease him about it. Because it's just like, all this money you got and you act like you can't spend it. All this money you got and you act like you can't sit here and just throw $50 on some girl or something, whatever. So, Frenzy and Ajaya end up crossing paths, right? Because one night, Ajaya's in the club and she's stripping. And while she's stripping, she sees this guy. And this guy is like, really attractive to her, right? She doesn't know who he is. But she's like, I'm really into him, kind of. So while she's on the stage, she goes all out in this whole other extra performance that I'm not even going to tell y'all about, because I don't want to spoil it, because it's just like, it had my jaw to the damn floor. Like, wait, she did what? Sis, you did what? Like, I understand that you stripped, but sis, you did what? Like, so she had her little moment because she got a little caught up in the zone. And I respect it. Everybody has their moments where sometimes you show your butt just a little bit because you like, damn, this person done sat here and got me all types of whatever. So I respect it. You guys, I loved the book. I love the book. This is a 5 out of 5 star book. And I feel like I've been giving a lot of books like really positive reviews, because like I really did enjoy them. And this was one of my, I can honestly say, like, if I have like a top 10 of like favorite books that I've read this year, this definitely would be in it. I feel like it would definitely be in the top 5, because it's just like the book was relatable in a lot of ways. I want to say it was kind of fast paced. It's not like it's like a short book. I know it has over 100 pages in it, but it was fast paced in that I kept wanting to read more of it. So y'all check this book out. Check Latisha out. Y'all know I'm putting the book link and everything below. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so you can see all my book reviews that I'm uploading, all my product reviews, hair reviews, everything of that sort. So, for now, I am out.
Shorty fire like a ball of fire. Bitch on game like a fucking empire. Mama told me stay away from pretty little liars. I be going do the wire. Shorty fire like a ball of fire. Bitch on game like a fucking empire. Mama told me stay away from pretty little liars. Yeah, what now? Niggas pissed off, I left the background.